Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us at Sharky Waters Wednesday Night Dive. I'm your host, Dom, and behind me is our guest, Jesse Bergman. And behind the scenes with us, as always, is Tor and Eric the Clock Doctor, keeping us in line and on time. Out there catching sun and sails full. Hopefully their sails are full, and with the sun on their face and the wind on their back is Jacqueline and Devin. They're out there, but they'll be coming in a little bit later. Hopefully they're having a great time winning their race. I think they're racing. Tonight on our show, Jesse and I are gonna finish up, hopefully not finish up, our race. We've got a race to 3. I'm down 2. He's got 2 wins on me. My back's up against the wall. We're gonna do 30 minutes of open swim like always, a little bit of drills and some tips. Jesse brought this drill this time. We're gonna work our way through it. It's kind of tough. I was working on it before. And then what else we got? The brake pot, like always, that's up to $136 now. See if Jesse can get a swing at that. That's brought to you by our sponsors, my employers, Golden West Games. Geez, I think I nailed it. Eric, you want to flip the hourglass and we'll get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Jesse, walk me through it here. We're simple pocket on the object ball into the side pocket.
Yeah.
And then we're following through, and just a hit. Doesn't have to be a solid hit. Just as long
contact.
as you get it.
That's all you need is just contact.
And then we've got a scoreboard over here. We're going to explain to the people we're going to take 1 point if you get it, if you get the hit, and you get 2 tries per ball. So essentially, you're going to shoot 20 shots all the way around to the 10 ball, and remember, we like to do the workout style, so I'm going to have you help me work out and then do all the ball grabbing, and I'll just work on my focus on my form and see how high I can get my points up to. So I've got a little collection of object balls here to pocket, which is a good way to go. We've got 1 right here, and you get ball in hand, correct?
Correct. You can get ball in hand, you can put it wherever you want.
I tried it a few times from the center every time, but I think that's almost impossible.
No, you just want to
wiggle room.
You want to give yourself an easy shot because you're focusing on your cue ball control rather than just pocketing the ball.
Right, but you always got to pocket the ball. The
you
point
always got to
doesn't count
pocket
if
the ball.
you don't pocket it, right?
Correct.
Okay. As it shouldn't. All right, focusing on my footing, my alignment, my shoulders, my hips, my head, my elbow.
The hit.
Set that back up. Put that object down. We're going like from the diamond to the diamond. You guys tell me on the aerial up overhead if you think I'm out of line.
Good job. Now that you hit the 1 ball twice, so you get to take the 1 ball completely off the table.
I'm gonna shoot it in the pocket.
Perfect.
All right, now I'm gonna take a little second and make sure that I look at the alignment here, make sure I don't from autopilot hit shooting the same shot twice, make my cue ball go into there, make a little adjustment to get right here. All right, now I pull one from the boneyard. What's your record on this, Jesse?
I got 18.
That's strong. Oh, that's not a good hit. It's only down 1. Now I move on to the 3 ball. Doing a little top right hand spin to get there. Too much top and not enough right.
I recommend giving yourself just a little bit more angle.
Okay. Over here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Somewhere you feel comfortable, just a little bit steeper.
Yeah. You think, and then you start working this way as you get through the drill with your ball in hand?
You do, you work your way out, but then you start working your way back inside.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, good advice, thanks. This one I had a hard time trying to get when I was warming up before the cameras went on. But now I know you cheat a little down the table with your ball in hand. makes it easier.
Good shot. A couple of these. Let me spot that up for you.
Yeah.
Good shot.
All right. And now pre-show, you said the 5 ball's your bugaboo, huh?
It was my toughest
But
one.
you got
Make
it
sure
now.
we got it right on the diamond.
All right.
No, I'm still having trouble with it.
Yeah.
Make sure you
I
make
think I
the
would
ball.
have. Yeah, I think I would have missed that. I almost got the 5, but I think I would have missed it by even further if I
Right.
pocketed it. So I got to make some real adjustment here. Probably
Always
put some
make sure
draw
you-
to it. All right, so I leave the 5 there now, huh?
You do. You leave
Or
the
you
5
just move
there.
on.
You move on to the 6 ball.
Okay.
Correct.
That way you can get a good view of which ones you need to work on. That makes sense. Go this way and try a little draw. Can you use that cushion?
You can't use the other cushion. You got to go directly to it.
Okay. All right, now.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Eric, you ever done a drill like this? I know you guys were trying some random drills there for a while.
Nothing like this, but I'm absolutely going to be doing it now because it's a great looking drill. Dion Alston says hi.
Hey, what's up, Dion? Ask her if she's interested in coming and playing with us sometime.
You still got 1 on the 6, so you can take the 6 down. That's the good part.
My policy with all things self-improvement and like professional development and game development is if you can make a game
Where's the
or some
We
kind of way
allow
to win
mulligans
out
for
of it,
miscues.
then it is like
We've- all this time,
not
we've
hard to
never had
practice
chalk on
that
the table,
stuff.
I got one out.
No, competition feels it for sure, right?
I don't know. That shouldn't count.
It just
Don't
makes
give me
it
that point.
interesting.
I'm not
No,
taking that.
no, that you get a mulligan for a miscue,
All right.
but just one.
You're a friendly drill host.
Just one.
You're a friendly drill sergeant. Oh, we're not doing the 6 ball anymore? All right, now I'm on my 2nd attempt at the 7 ball, correct?
Correct.
I think we should announce it. We can turn the camera around so we can show people a picture of the sticker that we sent
Okay. Now we're back on track. I get to remove it because I made it once.
Correct.
I'm gonna focus on my draw follow through.
So it looks like we have a winner for this week's Hidden Shark. Dion
Nice.
actually found it right above the Michael Darling painting on the wall. Very cool painting that he gave Sharky Waters and Dom as a gift. That was a great time having him on. We will get a Sharky Waters sticker out to you, Dion, very soon.
Ball, huh?
Yes.
And we shipped out the other ones recently, and we'll get this one out to you too. Congratulations. Good job.
That was quick.
That was quick.
was on
She.
Yeah, was on it.
Nice work.
You gotta leave that one.
On the last ball.
Yeah, but can
Take
you,
some out of there.
Yeah, but can you do that, Jesse?
Dion said she might have to come down sometime, but Wednesdays are a date night for her, though. So
Good.
This isn't the worst place for a date night.
How about if she's heard about the new Monday night tournaments that are going to be happening at Latitude?
Oh, Latitude on 84th?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard about that.
$5 buy-ins.
Hey.
Tori.
Yeah, Tori was.
front of-
Yeah, that's right. He posted about that. I've been
All right,
wanting
I'm
to go
on the
there. I've
9,
never been
last
in.
one.
You're on the 10 ball.
I did real bad here. Always room for improvement on Sharky Waters. Come on, get legs.
Hey.
Got one more of those. Oh, that's precision if you can get it going. Let me set you up.
Just want to give a quick shout out and say thanks to everybody out in the chat room who got here nice and early to support what we do and support the game of pool. If you wouldn't mind helping us out and hitting that share button and telling your friends about what we do, it would mean a lot and it would help us get this great game out to as many people as we can. Thanks everybody so much for being here with us at
What did I
Sharky
get?
Waters.
And go ahead. The X's are good. The O's are
Got it.
misses.
Got it.
I've already heard from a number of non-pool players that they have been enjoying watching this show, and it made me really happy to know that people who are not into pool necessarily are starting to find some interest. It's a great, great game. Get into it for sure.
They took one down.
What's your mind space at when you're shooting these?
What do you mean?
Well, what's in your mind? What's going on?
I try to clear it of everything, but I'm just thinking nice, smooth strokes. I'm not trying to power the ball. I'm not trying to get anywhere fancy. I just need contact with the ball, so just give it a nice, simple line.
Yeah, the more and more we've played together, the more I've admired your mind state at the table, man. You're super tough.
It's
I hope the audience is starting to see that too. This is where it started getting hard for me.
yeah. These are the ones where now you're gonna start using center and draw and center spin.
I got it. You got it.
So now I'm on my arch nemesis. The 5 ball.
Let me score it here. I feel like I need a notepad and a lab coat. You know what I mean? Some scientific data being put together.
A pointer.
Yeah, some real Cosmo type shit.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Right in the face. You hit it right in the face. Good shot.
That's essentially a perfect shot, right? You're trying to hit this as close as you can to the center of the ball.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, nice.
Missed it.
Still real strong though. You still get to pull it though, right?
Yeah. Pull down. So
Yeah.
I'm off to a good start.
Yeah, you really are. About halfway through now.
Should probably chalk. Realize I haven't chalked this whole way through.
I got all the way through to the 6. I think I was on the 6 or the 7 when I miscued there.
All right.
Obviously, the fans and the viewers don't know that we played earlier this week.
Yeah, a few days ago.
Yeah, I was hoping to beat you then, so
Nice.
that I could get the little edge over the show, you
In the
know.
mental game.
Yeah, but here I stand on my heels and wobbly.
Ooh.
That's why I go into like the mental side of the game. Is right now I've got on the 0-2.
I'm learning more and more every day that it's just you and the table.
Hill matches,
it's-
you know what I mean? And it's like you can split hairs and say, oh, we played so good, it was so close, but it's like here you are, you're slipping away. If it was a marathon race, you'd be like slowly taking off in that way that I'm like not gonna be able to catch you.
Right.
So I know marathon running is incredibly hard. How many of the 7s did you get? 1 or 2?
I'm on my second. I didn't get it this time, so I missed it.
Marathon running, I know, is like very psychological in that sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah, once you start thinking about how many miles are left and how far they're ahead of you, and you think, is this possible?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the great thing I like about pool is, in a winter break format, you just gotta get to the table. And you can control it from there.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta always know that you can control it once you get to the table.
Yeah, you are in control.
Essentially, you're playing against yourself. in those
Absolutely.
moments.
I like to say the illusion of an opponent, and that you choose a friend or a comrade to enjoy that illusion of an opponent with. And that essentially you can get caught up in that slippery illusion to the point where you fall into the reality of competition.
But that's what gets us better. That's what we were talking about earlier. Tor and I, we get into the drill sometimes, and the competition of
A
it
miss on
makes
a
us
7, a
want to be
completion
better
on
and
8.
focus more and practice better, basically.
Oh, grab that one too much.
Take that away. Yep. 4 more shots here. See if you can get 4 X's on the board. Good try.
3 out of 4 ain't bad, right?
No, absolutely not. At this point, 1 out of 4 is going to be real strong. Those 2 are hard to get.
Ooh. Yeah, they are. Just
Well,
gotta
just do
repeat
exactly,
that.
just repeat, execute exactly what you just did there, which can be easier said than done. Certainly everyone who plays pool knows that. Almost hair off.
Switching.
Gotcha.
All right, last shot.
Well, I'm determined to show my best self today and show my resilience out there, so I hope you're ready. I certainly know you are.
We'll see. I'm definitely.
Funny how the game can work, though. That it even allows and permits. Some people went. I think there was like an 11-2, an 11-1 match in the U.S. Open. Some staggering
Right.
defeats. It's a very punishing game. You make mistakes, and the scoreboard can be really brutal on your ego. Very humbling sometimes. I know all of our best players in the area, a lot of our, some guys who watch the show, and a lot of people who I've worked on their pool tables that were all down at the U.S. Open competing and even viewing. Those guys got put in the spectator seats with everybody else Real quick, man. Super strong players
Yeah, I mean,
out there.
I watched James Aranis yesterday. I think he ran an 8-pack.
Wow.
I mean, as an opponent, you know, how do you fight that? You know, you can't.
Psychologically, I couldn't even imagine how you would.
Yeah, it was Thorsten Homan was up, I believe 8-2, and then he didn't get back to the table until James was on the hill, I believe. It might have been a 6-pack. He might have had a miss in there when it was hill. I'm not sure, but
Still, 6-pack is.
right. And the match did get hill, but
Now, wasn't it you that had formally asked to the Northwest Billiards page that you created what was a formal pack? What's a 6-pack? What's a 2-pack? Let's walk through people who are new to the game. What we're talking here.
a package.
Because apparently it became controversial
Yeah.
on whether whether 9 balls counted. Caroms.
Correct. Yeah. Well, a package is when you break and you win a game in succession. You break them up without your opponent ever getting to the table.
Okay.
So, say you break and run out.
Don't mind
win
if
a
I
game,
do.
and you break and run out 2 in a row. That's a 2-pack. Now.
Break and run out. Break and run out.
Right. So the discussion was, well, if you 9-ball break in there, like
Okay,
say you
so-
break and run, 9-ball break, and then you break and run, is that a 3-pack or a 2-pack? You know, it is 3 games without your opponent getting to the table, but you know, as a 9-ball break, you didn't really break and run.
Now, before I ask you and before you ask me, I'll go ahead and say I believe so. I think that when we're talking about a package, we're talking about whether it's a package of peanuts or a package of like slides on the wire. That it is what it is, and I think that the number of times that you've got to endure that moment of staying in the chair throughout another game going by, it doesn't matter how that game went by. It's still. No, I
A
suppose
win is a win in a package.
Yeah, and I suppose I can see the my opinion's flexible enough to say I can
Right,
like
it's-
see the point when they say it doesn't count.
Yeah,
You know, but
See, the biggest package I've ever had was in bar box 9-ball. I had a 4-pack,
well, yeah.
but 2 of those were 9-ball breaks. So I feel like when anybody asks me what's the biggest pack you've had, I say, well, you know, I have had a 4-pack, but I feel like I need to provide, you know, some kind of disclosure.
Right. So non-asterisk records.
Space.
We're talking a 2-pack.
Yeah.
I think mine is a 2-pack,
Oh, my biggest one, I've
Yeah.
had a 3-pack and 8-ball.
and we're talking smaller tables.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
little
The
bar
great,
box
the great
table.
majority of me playing pool has been on a 9-footer, so I'm talking 9-foot tables. I've run 2, but got me hooked here.
That's why we play 9-ball. I need the luck.
I would have believed that you were going there.
Not that 2-ball though.
It's an interesting element of pool, you know, that like gaining psychology, gaining an edge on your opponent by like not admitting that you fluked a ball in and, and having that guy be like, holy smokes.
I had somebody in a bar tell me that early on, because I can't remember what happened. I fluked a ball in 9-ball or something, and like I put my hand up in like sorry gesture or whatever to somebody, and later the guy pulled me aside. He's like, no, you just act like you meant to do it the whole time. He's like, trust me.
Yeah, trust me.
He's like, so you just play it cool, act like you meant to do it, and just walk around. It's like it'll get in most opponents' head. I was like, I don't really care about that, but I eventually saw the merit though in not acknowledging it, because you do need to just focus on you and the table.
Eric and I were talking about that and how you can really complete yourself by somehow not accepting it.
Right.
Well, you
Go ahead,
you
Eric.
can't make like an emotional connection, right? So, good result, bad result, whatever it may be, you need to try to get to the place of having the same reaction. Or even if you don't, because I still hit bad shots and I have really bad reactions, but if you can turn that thought around really quickly within the first couple seconds, then it doesn't affect you.
Correct.
You don't allow it to affect you. It's just a thought that comes in and a thought that goes out. Just meditative, if you will, actually.
Absolutely. This game's big into that, unless people may not realize it or not, but it definitely is.
Hey, have either of you two heard of a pool player called Jason Williams?
Jason Williams. Sounds familiar.
Sounds like an incredibly common name.
It definitely is, but Jason Williams, it does sound familiar.
Our friend in the YouTube chat room, Billiards Fun, said he recently watched a couple of Jason Williams matches, and he says that he's got super powerful breaks, like more powerful than you would see on average.
Huh. How's it compare to Deshane's break? Let's see if he knows that. Deshane's got one powerful break, too.
Well, I just found a couple videos of him playing a match, so I'm going to see if I can find a video of him breaking and see what it looks like.
Perfect.
These are those moments that I want to be able to like switch it over and have people see what we're seeing.
Yeah, totally. We're back here in the lab, looking up all the data on Jason Williams.
Picture in picture.
Yeah.
That's what we need, like the sound effects.
Yeah, Mike Deshane's been known for like breaking pool lights and stuff because he pops his ball up. You know, he uses that.
I did that one time when I was 13 years old. And I used to be allowed into Breakers Pool Hall, where Jeremy Jones was our house pro, and Sonny was the owner, and he was this old man, tall guy, bald, like shaved his head bald. And at the time, believe it or not, I had shaved my head with a razor bald. And so he used to call me Junior, like playfully and lovingly, and people just assumed that I was his kid.
Yeah.
And so no one ever asked if I was in there playing. They didn't ask if I was supposed to be. But he allowed me to play all the time. And one morning, real early, he was in the bar counting the till for the evening from before, stocking liquor, you know, all that kind of like business stuff. Something that, looking back on now, he was like very inspiring as far as like being a business owner and an entrepreneur. Like I could see that he loved playing pool and that he really wanted to play pool and promote pool. But he was there doing all the grimy stuff too, you know, cleaning bathrooms and stocking liquor shelves and all that stuff too. But he was just over there minding his own business, working away, and I had like got the balls and set them all up and put them together and broke, and the cue ball went straight up into the light shade and shattered glass all over the pool table. Simonis felt, and he just looked over and went, "What'd you do?" It's like I just broke.
Yeah, there's one other video of Deshane. He's at Super Billiards Expo a couple years ago, and it shows a break he has.
I've seen that, and it goes way
Probably 15 feet in the air.
more.
Like it's
Easily more.
nuts.
Some wacky room that they have that Philadelphia Expo in. I've
Yeah.
never been there, but it's some wacky rooms, and I'm telling you, that thing was way up there because they were all cracking up laughing about it.
It's the Super Billiards Expo.
Right.
It's turning into this it's huge event. It's
Yeah,
where
I'd like to go to that too. James DeVee went this year. He was telling me all
they
about
have tap Rally at the Valley simultaneously on tables. They have some tables set aside for it too.
All right, come take a look at this break real quick and tell me if it's anything special.
All right, I
Found
got
it.
it. It's your shot. I get
It's
to go.
my
Jesse, you can come look too. I'm actually going to turn the sound on my laptop so that you can hear it, because that gives a better...
He does break pretty hard, firm.
Yeah, it's hard to judge off one break, too.
Well, I'll
and
tell
like,
you what we.
it was a good spread
What we
and a
looked
lot of
like
power.
in
It
the,
looked like a
in-
soft rack.
Good cue ball control, though.
He pocketed one ball, but he's got a pretty lousy leave on the one. Unless he wants to do some like magic trick shot, draw back to the 9 carom.
You're eating this guy alive. He made a ball and he's got a shot on the one. I think that's a damn good break.
No, he was. It was a good break for sure. Tell you what, it's hard to beat someone. It's hard to beat someone who can play like that and break the ball like that.
Let me show you Deshane's.
The break shot is probably the single most important shot of the game. So if somebody can master a break shot to the capabilities of those guys, you're gonna have a hard time beating them.
My break.
Maybe it was this one.
Did you think that was a touchscreen?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm so used to my laptop being a touchscreen.
Do you have one of those?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, that was a few feet in the air, but that
That
wasn't
one's
it.
not the one though.
I go back.
All right, everybody. That is the end of Open Swim. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to have our crew match of the week. We've got a couple dear crew members that are out and about, and one that's home sick. So, Cassie, we hope you feel better soon, which means that I'm going to have another shot at the hill here against Eric. Lucky me. So we'll be back shortly with the crew match, and after that, we're going to have our shark attack. Dom's up against the wall in this race to 3, 9-ball sets of 7 against Jesse. Jesse's going to hope to take home the gold tonight. Dom's going to hope to get a little wind beneath his sails and stay in the fight. We'll be back shortly. Thanks for tuning in to Sharky Waters.
All right, everybody, we're here. I'm Dom, and Jesse's with me. We're usually on camera, but we're off camera right now. We're helping do the commentate for the crew match. It's a rematch from last week because Devin and Jacqueline are out sailing the seas, and Cassandra's not feeling well. Everyone's wishing her well, speedy recovery. I see Tor's already throwing out the classic Sharky Waters VIP or Crown coin. We'll see who's going to get the win on that. Jesse, who's your take here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Crown's having. So have you heard this where?
All right, you got it. Side bet.
Flipping a quarter,
Let's go 5.
slightly over.
Who do you got?
The time you're getting. Tails.
Tough call, man. Tor's a competitor. He's been doing his practicing. We all know that.
If you just do it thousands and thousands of times or something.
All right, let's keep that between you and me. We don't want to shark them too much. I don't know if they can handle the pressure any better than I can. Oh, you don't want to know about how much we're betting on you guys. Bunch of gambling derelicts back here in the commentary lounge.
Got a clean look at the one,
You can tell Tor really focuses on his farm right there. Unfortunately, sells the farm there. See if Eric's in the market to buy.
Thunder came through. That's coming up in
You know, from that angle, that looks like a steep makeable cut. See if that's what he's going to go for. I think if he'd bank it, he'd move that magic rack.
Just wanted the cheese there,
You liar. It's Crew of the Hill, man. They're not playing racist to 7, man. There's no wiggle room here. You'll see there, Tor's wearing a little bit of swag from his label Grandmasters. Check that out, and you see it on Instagram and Facebook. A little bit of his music work. Yeah, it was. Jesse, I don't know if you've heard any of his flows, man, but that's the label that he's doing with Joe, a good friend of his who does a lot of the videography work for his production lines. And they're both like masters in their own field, and they finally decided to merge together and join forces on one front. And so Tor's actually doing some hip-hop flows and some rapping out on stage, and we'll have to go catch a show sometime. Yeah,
I'd be into it for sure.
you and me both.
They're doing a show with hieroglyphics.
Yeah, when is that, Tor?
Stone 16.
May 16th. May 16th at... Where's it at? At Numos. That's actually a really small, intimate venue, so that's going to be really sweet to be able to see those guys, old school hieroglyphics, and then, like I said, the Grandmasters. They're going to be like up front and putting some good flows in your face. Whew, big whiffer on that one, guys.
The sound of the
Hum better, hum better.
See where he likes to take
I always forget that one. Every time we try to do a little bit of talking about Tor's production work and music, he lines up a real good shot and then takes the dialogue away. But we don't do enough of that. We don't do enough
plugging and celebrating that guy's other talents, man. Certainly without him here, we'd still be playing pool, but we wouldn't be able to share it with nearly as many people, which is a huge, not nearly as well, indeed. It's a huge pillar of what we're trying to achieve here. Thanks to everybody who's watching. No, good try. Oh, I wish we can get some replay on that. You see how close that 9 was across the face of both of those fins. You'll see Tor there. He was stretching his back and noting that normally he likes to use the bridge on that shot, but he decided to stretch it out. Tor's one of my yoga and workout partners, so I can tell you the value of understanding the flexibility and your limitations there is invaluable. Yeah, it looked like he hit it with just a little bit of unintentional spin. It threw the 7 ball just a bit, but luckily he rested that thing in a real safe position. We're going to have to see how Eric's banking skills are.
When you have that cue ball stuck on the rail and you gotta hit down on it a little bit, it makes it really easy for that cue ball to swerve on you.
I should say he has an option to bank. You know, finances are a private matter of everybody's individual choice. He could play safe here if he likes. What a bank is right. You can see he put himself in just a great position on the 8 ball, a little bit with an angle to go towards the 9. Perfect. Eric actually delivered the worst beating I've ever taken in a shark attack last week, so no surprise he won that one there. And it looks like I'll be ponying up $5 to you, man. Of course, no money is being exchanged, and all dialogues are for entertainment purposes here on Sharky Waters. Thanks for joining us and watching the crew match. That was Eric's victory this week on episode 10. We'll be back here in a bit with the Shark Attack. It's going to be me and Jesse. My back is up against the wall. I'm down 2, and he needs one more race to 7 to get his cash when we return.
And we're back with the Sharky Waters Shark Attack. The boys are going to lag real quick here to decide who breaks. This is a race to 7. This is a 9-ball race to 7. Like I said, the boys are going to lag for break. You got to hit the lowest ball first in 9-ball. That means you have to have a legal hit on the lowest number ball that's on the table. And a legal hit means that you have to hit the object ball first, and then either the cue ball or the object ball has to hit a cushion afterwards for it to be a legal shot. You win the game by sinking the 9-ball either in order or as a combo or carom off of another ball. Looks like Jesse just barely got the lag there, so he'll be the first to break. In this game, luck counts. That means if it went in a different pocket than the one you intended, that's all good as long as it was a legal hit. And the first person to sink 7 9-balls wins 7 racks. Will be the winner tonight. I'm your co-host, Tor. I'm back here in the commentary booth. Our pro commentator, Cassie, is homesick, so we're very fortunate substitute. We have joining us on the mic is Eric, the clock doctor and stand-in pro commentator. How you doing tonight, Eric?
I'm doing great. I'm on a high. I just won a game of pool.
Yeah, really nice work on that combo on that 7-ball, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Although it was a bank, not a combo.
I'm sorry. That's right.
All right, looks like the cue ball and the 1-ball in opposite corners at the same time. Gives Dom ball in hand. Ooh, excellent effort there, but just quite didn't make it. Does leave him safe, though. It doesn't look like you can see the 3. Looks like he's considering a jump shot or a masse, maybe. Grabbing his jump cue, it looks like. All right, we have our first jump shot of the night. Ooh, unfortunately kicked off into the side pocket there to give Dom another ball in hand. He's going to opt to take a nice slice on the 3 to get out there for the 4. I think he was trying to stop it a little bit quicker than that. Looks like it ran out and maybe got blocked by the 5, unfortunately. Ooh, there we go. That was a close one. Second jump shot of the night. Just hit the fins and came out. It was a great effort, though. Great effort. Looks like Jesse doesn't have too bad of a shot here on the 4, and he can pull it back for the 5. Great leave there, off to miss the 7 and come out for the 5. Just a little off on that long cut there, leaving Dom a pretty straight shot. It looks like a pretty decent run if you can play it right. Just natural shots. When I say natural shots, I mean that you don't have to do much to it or put any fancy spin or extra speed on it. It's just the natural leave off the object ball is good for the next shot. And sometimes they're set up that way, and it's nice to run them down. Just a bit of a miss, but decent cut. It's not an easy cut down the rail like that. Also has an option on the bank. Let's see what he decides to do here. Maybe he can play safe. Unfortunately drops that cue ball on the side, trying to pull it back to that other corner pocket maybe. Give it Dom a ball in hand here. Ooh, just takes the pins out of it and ripples out of there. There we go, Jesse takes that 9 right in there for the first win of the night. We have ourselves a 1-0 match. Jesse's up. It's always interesting to me to watch people's breaking styles and where they choose to break from, maybe how they choose to play the cue ball off the 1. Let's see how Jesse likes to do it. Similar style to Dom and myself and a lot of us. He gets that top right corner, one to throw right in there right away, and a nice spread and nice look on the 1 ball. Doesn't have too much of a shot, but he could do something crazy with that 9 potentially. All right, looks like they're struggling to get the match here going. He's got a decent cut here on the 1. Let's see if we can get it started. Break the ice here. Almost to that 9 in the corner for the quick game. Left on a cut down the rail. Looks like Jesse may be blind to the one here. He might have to go off the rail first. Let's see. Makes good contact and leaves Dom something interesting here on the 1 and the 9. 1 on the side, corner, banks, combos, lots of options. Great cut on the 1 there. Brings him around. You can see the 2, but it doesn't have much of a shot. Ooh, so close on that bank. Unfortunately, that cue ball just falls in the side pocket. Giving Jesse ball in hand here. Great shot right there down the rail and good follow. Just missed the 7. Come out with a good leave on the 5. Looks like with some natural shape, he could get a shot on the 6 to run the 7 too. Just misses the 6 there, leaving Dom a straight in shot, and then something interesting on the 7 if he can pull back to go in the corner. Maybe go forward around 2 rails. Just fins out there. Barely.
I'm like the same.
I know.
Man, come on, get in gear.
Slow game here, folks. But we'll get these gears going
Tough to close a match sometimes.
real soon. There we go. We just had to talk about it. Great cut there. Kicking the 7 out for a decent leave on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great there. He could have pushed forward. He pulled back to a beautiful shot on the 8. Nice finesse shot to give himself a nice line on the 9. There we go. I think it's the elephant in the room. We just had to start talking about it.
That's what Jesse said.
Yeah. There we go. And he runs out a nice 4-ball run, I believe, for the second win of the night. 2-0, Jesse. We appreciate everyone tuning in here and watching. If you enjoy our show and you want to share it with anyone, we'd love that. We are trying to get the message of pool and how great a game it is out to everyone and anyone. Needs to be a more widespread knowledge that this is a game to be played.
Not even in the Olympics.
Not even in the Olympics.
I thought we were gonna get it too.
That would have been great.
We did this year, just they didn't take it.
Maybe next year. Maybe next. Yeah. Great break right there, throwing the 8-ball in the corner pocket. A little hop on the cue ball, just like those videos we were watching and talking about. It's a very good break. Looks like he might even have a cut on the 1, or it might be slightly blocked by the 7. We'll see what he can do. Great cut off 2 rails and a good leave on the 2. Excellent how he got through those right there. I'm not sure if he might still. He's looking to see if he has a shot on the 4 next, if it can get by the 5. It doesn't. It looks like it might from the cameras, but it's tough to tell. Well, I guess that doesn't matter if you throw it in there and break them up and give yourself a beautiful line on the 4 to the same corner. Great shot right there. Those are pretty difficult shots when the object ball is closer to the cue ball than further away. It's a lot more touchy. It's harder to get that angle right. Excellent pullback to get a leave on the 6. He's going to throw that 9 somewhere. Almost. It looks like he threw that 9 just a little too far and blocked the shot on the 7. Otherwise, it was a great shot. He can bust out his jump cue here for the second time. 3rd jump shot of the night. 2nd for Jesse.
I didn't think I was gonna bump the 9.
Pretty straightforward, but that 9 ball is further away than the 50-yard line, if you will. So it takes a lot. He has to carry that cue ball quite a bit further. So it makes it a little bit more difficult. Oh, I actually think that 7 might have gone in if the cue ball hadn't hopped in and gotten in the way and hit it in the second time, but very close shot. Good effort. Excellent effort. Almost made it there and left a very good safe shot. This is quite a tough shot. It's almost 90 degrees exactly. Looks like Dom opted for a great bank shot there on the 7, leaving a good lead on the 9.
That's why you make them shoot every shot here at Sharky Waters.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but as well as losing the match, Jesse, that wasn't a scratch with the ball in hand, wasn't it? It was just a miss. My mistake.
That was a good hit.
You got really excited there. I was wondering what you were talking about. He thought scratch on a ball in hand here at Sharky Waters earns you 10 push-ups right then and there on camera. So that is an exciting time. We're looking forward to someone having to do that, but not Jesse right this time. Dom scratched in the side. The 9 ball's coming around. He gives Jesse, Jesse just picks up the 9 ball. So
Watch what he does here. Watch.
he misses it anyways. Oh, it comes back out. Okay, but you picked up the 9 ball for absolutely no reason and moved it to the head spot for a ball.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Having to double
check.
check a little refereeing here, just making sure that we're abiding by all the rules. And the judge standing is that the foul was not caught until after the end of the match. And because the foul would have put Dom with ball in hand with the advantage, and he ended up winning the match anyways, he opted to decline the penalty.
Patented, not quite patented, but almost patented break for Dom there with an 8 flying up in that top right corner. It's great to see it happen every time. Unfortunately, he's going to have to kick at this one, I think, or he could push. There's always an option of a push on your first shot. Made good contact there. When I say push, I mean you have the option to take a shot on the one, or you could just hit the cue ball anywhere, any speed, even an inch if you'd like to. Call a push, and the opponent then has the choice to take the shot or give the shot back to you. So that's an interesting rule, and sometimes comes into definitely your advantage on the table. Excellent cut there on the 1. Hopefully he doesn't get buried behind this 6. You can see the 2. There we go. Just just overcut it slightly. Give me, Jesse, a decent cut. Excellent shot on 3, pushing the 4 out. Looks like he can still get it. Tom comes in with a great shot down the, leaving him nicely on the 7. He just takes nice natural shape, lets the cue ball do what it wants to do. Off the rail, coming up for a nice leave on the 9 ball. Ooh, looks like he might have jumped the gun a little bit and didn't quite focus. Unfortunately, missed it. Hit the fence, came out, leaving Jesse. Just gorgeous. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes those things happen to you, and you have to remember to let them go, and they're not going to help you later. If you're thinking about them, it's just going to make it harder to play well. So, the game is all about learning patience and yes, if you can. Yeah, it looks like Dom's going to sit down here. Jesse's going to break, and we're going to get into game 5, 3-1. Jesse. Excellent break by Jesse. They're massively hard. Not sure if you can hear that out there in internet land, but very loud break. He has a lot of power behind that. That ball goes flying into the corner pocket.
It's like a regular Andrew Johnson. Isn't that the name of the guy that... Jason Williams. My mistake.
Great try, Tor.
Dad
Welcome to the
joke
show.
moment there.
Welcome back. It'll be like Jason Williams when he breaks it and the cue ball flies up high enough to hit the ceiling. I saw a video of him doing that. That was pretty crazy. Way to slide it right by the 6 and have a decent leave on the 4. I think he has 2 options here. A few different options. love those slow rollers just all the way down the table. It's very satisfying to watch. It's a great shot with a good leave on the 5. Much firmer that time, but same pocket and a great leave to pull it back. Have a shot on the 6. Without moving that magic rack out of the way, it was hanging over the rail just slightly. Hoping for that to stop a little bit quicker, but came out in looks like to be a decent line into the side. We'll see if he can adapt and find a new game plan. Beautifully done. Just enough follow to let it roll a few rotations and come out, leaving him beautiful on the 8 into the top right corner there. With authority, maybe a little bit too much authority. It looks like it rolled out about 8 inches further than he wanted. He's going to have quite a cut on the 9, or just looking at the side. Just inside. Although it leaves a decent line. Look at that. Just right into the corner. A lot of table, but Don can do it here. Excellent bank shot on the 9 there. Coming all the way back down the table. Bring the match to 4-1.
I always find it really interesting how just the slightest speed and how someone's playing that night can be just a neck and neck difference, but it can make the game really look more one-sided than it is.
Looks like he makes one, but leaves a slew of balls between him and the 1. Gonna get that magic rack out of the way and see what kind of line he's looking at. Unfortunately, throws it into the 4 for what I thought was a ball in hand. Don's gonna take it right where it was, throw it up, and the corner, leave a good lead on the 2. throws it into the fin there, and it comes all the way back around the table. Nice cut. I think he was hoping for slightly more speed to get a good straight shot on that 3, but he still has an angle he can make work. Excellent shot there to go 2-rail, leave all the way back for the 4. Down the rail there. Excellent shot, but he wanted it to stop just a little bit quicker. He hides behind the 9. I can't tell if he's frozen or not. It looks like there might be a little bit of space between those two, but either way, he's going to have to kick this cue ball down off of 2 rails or 1 rail with a little bit of English, so we'll see which one he chooses. Maybe 3. That was an excellent shot right there. Coming around, actually the only reason that was a legitimate shot is because the cue ball came down and hit the 9 into the rail, I believe. The cue ball might have hit the rail afterwards, but either way, that was an excellent shot. Come off of 4 rails. Oh, just rattled out. You know, sometimes we have those nights and that just happens. And sometimes you're off and you're just having a weird day, or you have a different muscle that's sore. You know, there's a lot of reasons, a lot of things that come into play in the game of pool, and gets you to really focus and ground you if you can let everything go and focus on just what's in front of you and playing the game. It's very interesting. Nice shot on the 6, come around right past the 7 and leave him a shot in the side there. Looks like he might have just barely, slightly touched that 9 on the way by, but he made it with a good leave. Just give it a little tappy. Tap, tap, tap a rail. Just tap it in. That brings Jesse 5-1. You know, we've seen Dom miss a couple of things they've rattled out that he was trying to make also, but Jesse is playing some excellent pool tonight, and it's putting on a great display, so it's good to see that happen. Always enjoy watching good pool. Jesse pulls the cue ball back into the side pocket there, giving Dom ball in hand. See if Dom can step back in, refocus, and stage some comeback here. Nice push off the rail, leave for the 2. Excellent cut. Let's hope that gets out of the way. It looks like he might have kicked that 6 in the way. He might have to get it on the way by, or kick, or jump. Let's see what he shall do. He's grabbing a jump shot. Jump cue. I believe this is the 4th jump shot of the night. Maybe 5th, but I think it's 4th. Just slightly firm and went over the top of the 3. Fortunately, threw the cue ball off, which gives Jesse ball in hand here on the 3. Tried to take that 5 all the way down to the corner. Didn't quite get it. Leaves Dom a shot in the same pocket. Dom had to try and put a little backspin on there to get the cue ball to come back. Asked the 9 to try to get a shot on the 6 next, and it's tough to hit those shots on the rail like that with backspin. Great shot, just drift a little bit forward. Looking good. Nicely done, throw it off that rail. Back for a clean look at the 7. Great shot. I think he pulled it back a little bit further, but just like he did, I think, in game 2 or 3 maybe. Did the same exact thing, almost has the same exact shot.
Only said because I could tell you were unhappy with how that
Nice
shot
shot
went.
in there.
I'm not getting any of them like that.
I thought I missed it.
Putting Jesse 6-1 in the race to 7. It's a lot of pressure on Dom here. It's tough to be down like that and try to stage a comeback, but I've seen it happen many, many times. So he's not out of it yet. He can fight back. I love Jesse's shirt though that says "Run racks, not your mouth." It's great. Just play pool. You don't have to talk about it. There we go. Jesse here to break.
Down to the garden. Took a little dip. Took a little trip.
Didn't get one in the corner like he normally does, but threw one in the opposite corner out there. Drifted in and looks like he has a shot on the 1. And it could squeak by that 6 into the corner.
Yeah, my bitch. Took a little trip. Down to the garden. Took a little dip.
Jesse took advantage of the bunch of balls in the middle of the table there and played a good safe shot, throw it into the bunch. Dom's gonna have to go into the rail and hit this, and we'll see what happens. There's gonna be some balls moving around the table here. Great bank there on the one. I think he has a look at making the two in the corner too. Nice cut on the two, even though I dropped something here backstage and sharked him a bit right when he was shooting. Still made it. It was a good, well done. Fortunately, he's going to swing by, kick off the rail, make the three in the side pocket just like that, and leave a good cut on the four. That was an excellent shot. It's a good cut. I was hoping to stop that cue ball a little shorter to get a good shot on the five. He's got a much tougher shot when the cue ball is down on this end of the table. Ooh, almost got lucky to make it in the corner off the two rails anyways, but missed the bank shot he was going for. Left on something similar. It's a good safe shot by Dom there. I think he left it hidden behind the six. Jesse might have to play a little masse or kick off that head rail in order to get at the five. I was completely wrong. He put right English on it and was still able to get good contact on the five, but just unfortunately didn't hit it in the right spot. Didn't go in the pocket. Leaving Dom a tough cut that he makes look easy. And good shot on the six here. Unfortunately, Dom has been hitting a lot of those fins tonight. But doesn't leave Jesse the easiest lead in the world. Good shot, but that cue ball's coming right at the 8 ball. I was hoping for it to come a little bit outside or inside so we could line up in one of those corners, but see what he's got in mind. he has a decent lead on the 9. Throw it right down the rail. And there you have it, folks. Jesse played excellent pool tonight and took out Dominic 7-1.
Lights out playing by Jesse Bergman.
All right, everybody, that was it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some real deep digging on my psychology. I really fell apart there. I don't have any excuses. Jesse played real good. That's not an excuse on my end. Like we said, it's the illusion of an opponent, and it's an honor. Jesse, I hope you enjoy playing here as much as we
Absolutely.
enjoy hosting you. But your cash cow's not done paying yet. You see if you can keep it running. I'm gonna rack them up for the break pot. I'll let Tor walk you through the break pot rules for the people who are new to us.
All right, big thanks to Golden West Games for sponsoring our break pot. Jesse here is playing for a chance to win $136. He's got to pay his $10 to enter. If he wins, 90% of the pot is going to go in his wallet. So in order to win, you have to run out every ball a legal shot in 9-ball. Luck does count, but there's no magic rack. Dom racked him up. And if you don't make a shot, then your chance is done.
And you don't actually have to run every ball. You just have to win the game legally. So make the 9-ball. You could combo the 9-ball in and win the break pot.
Make a ball. Come on. Make a ball. Come on.
Here we go. Jesse's praying for one to go in. So they're all rolling around. Oh, nothing falls here tonight. And the break pot grows.
And the break pot grows. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to our sponsors, Golden West Games, my employers. Thanks to the guests. Jesse, you're the man. To the crew, Eric, Tor, you guys are awesome. Jacqueline, Devin, Cassandra, you guys are awesome too. Hope you guys are having a great evening. Everybody out there, remember to like, share, follow, subscribe to all of those things. That helps us promote the game, to promote the sport that we all love. Our upcoming guests include Jay Bernberg and Debbie. What's Debbie's last name?
Wellfringer?
Wellfringer. How you say it?
Wellfringer?
Wellfringer.
I think.
We'll have her
Have to ask
work us
Debbie.
out the details on that when she gets there, as well as the Behind the Rock tour. That's kind of her push there. Really cool stuff. We're really excited to have her. Jay's also a really fascinating person, so we're looking forward to having him. Stay tuned in next week, 7 p.m. Pacific time, like always. We hope you get some good practice in and do the drills of the week. And remember, perfect practice makes perfect performance. Enjoy peace.
Tem que morrer, tem que suar, tem que malhar. Musculação, respiração, ato pulmão. Tem que esticar, tem que dobrar, tem que encaixar.